Hello everyone and welcome back to Bureaucracy. In the previous episode we chased some more rumors and we managed to find, when I remember that we had to find the data core, a data thingy in Kiev Gamma, and we managed to find that and we got the data and we have some interesting information about some tech virus or something like that. Tech blight, yes, so we know about that now, and I decided I stopped chasing any more rumors and clues because we have two colonies which we had to visit. So let's get to the map and go to our colonies. I think we are at Kiev. Yes, we are at Kiev Gamma. We should fix our void ship just in case. And we are going to Janos. I take that safer route. The enforcers from different decks of the bomb balances vessel report a terrifying sight. The skin of some crew members has become translucent, revealing knots of muscle and blood vessels beneath. Worse yet, small spiralized insects were seen scurrying inside of them, snow white and sparkling like ice. The transform could not see this phenomenon in themselves or anyone else, only occasionally complaining about or quickly cleaning in their extremities. Some were branded as mutants and killed. The survivors reverted back after the vessel emerged in a real space. That's not nice. That's much better that we have no phenomenon. But unfortunately we don't have enough insight points to make every route safe. But I think that's kind of the idea. Fire broken out on one of the decks during the war voyage. The raging disaster consumed the entire chamber, destroying precious cargo and damaging the interior plating. No guilty parties were found. While clearing out the rubble, a few people claimed the suit on the plus steel beams formed lines in a cryptic alien language not known to humans. The delirious workers were executed and their bodies disposed of in the proper manner. We have an event here. Let's see if we have to go down. That's great. A Curtis trading partner cannot pay their dues on time. The colony hopes for your intervention. Chartist trading partner cannot pay their dues on time. Can't we offer a fair loan? My problem is I don't know what a chartist is. Is it like a cartographer or something who are making maps? Okay, we were a crime lord. Let's threaten him, or can choose to wait. Let's threaten him. Maybe we can pull out a profit factor from this. Trembling in fear, the chartist pays off the debt as well as a penalty fee and leaves the trade protectorate forever. Rebel base and owner's yacht state. Okay. Maybe we want to do this. Yeah, we need reputation with the Casbolica mission. Also, I give a think about it, and I have been recommended by a friend to let Jae become a merchant. And I've got the feeling if somebody will betray us, they will do at the end game. If that will be a thing here. So, and she had opportunities to betray us in Footfall.
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored with our little talk, Shireen?
I will help you acquire a merchant certificate.
Oh, Shireen! Thank you for such generosity. I will humbly wait until you steer your vessel towards Dorgonos. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale. It sounds almost as majestic as the warrant of trade.
And now you can say, get off my ship.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Funny how that option is still there. Okay. The police of the Atlas mission is located in one of the spires of the Dorgonos, the capital where the Gondolas is protected. The master, he is the keeper of ancient laws of the Imperium, can tell you everything about the procedure of obtaining the Mercatum Tabula Officiale. Okay, and we are going back to the capital anyways, because we have an event there as well. A mysterious sickness struck the clan living in the macro cannon chamber. The disease quickly spread, causing the atmosphere. I think we already read this number of times, as this text shows us that we have already chosen that one. So I think I'm stopped reading these. I read it when it was new. Okay, so we have to. Oh, we have to go there anyways. Delegation of Drukhari arrives at the colony. The Xenos offer the monkey the chance to willingly bow before them. Dark Elves. Delegation. Are they mad? The battle against the Xenos takes an inconceivable number of human lives, but will not bow to them. Hendrix doesn't need let's bring Idira. I wouldn't bring Iriel because she's a Xenos, and we just slaughtered a lot of Eldar. They were Dark Eldar, but nonetheless it's not a good thing because she's looks like them. And after this one, we will go after the Dark Eldar ruler, or captain, or whatever. But how could the Dark Eldar delegate even land on the planet. I think we have a few ships around the capital as protection. Of course, but they can cloak themselves. That's fair. Okay, now quickly level them up. Ooh, we have to level up a lot. No, it's not like, oh. Let's make her a grenadier as well. Fellowship if we can, but we cannot. A little bit of toughness. That never hurts. Commerce. How about that? Allies in selected area also gain 20% dodge, parry, and armor. All allies in the selected areas, their weapon skill and ballistic skill increase by 20. Wow! All attacks by the allies located in the selected area ignoring 20% of the enemy's dodge and armor. The maximum number of the action point granted by take and hold is increased to 5. Wow. Let's make the zone safer. Enduring zone. Using a stratagem of combat tactics area grants all allies in the area intelligence bonus deflection against the next melee. Crossfire zone. Using a stratagem on a frontline area grants allies in the area increased dodge against other allies attacks. There are more enemies than allies in the frontline area. Okay, that's typical zone. Using a stratagem on the backline area grants allies in the area intelligence plus fellowship bonus 10. That's 8% increased critical hit chance against enemies they are protected by cover from. Wow, but these are so specific skills. I like general ones because I don't have to pay much attention. Fire at will. If there are no enemies in the backline area, the first attack in a turn made by every ally in that area costs -1 or less. It sounds good. Okay, we will take this if there's nothing else here. How about a skill instead? Maybe commerce will come in play. Fellowship. Cannot increase fellowship, then let's increase intelligence then. I like that very much. Willpower, definitely willpower for her. Maybe a lower war. might be handy for her. Until the end of the combat, the target of a dispatch loses half of its current armor and deflection. Dispatch deals additional damage equal to 45% of target's missing wounds instead of... Let's do that. Use of life. How about C rating? She has that one, and she's not high enough for the level 3. Thriving in peril. Every perils of the war increases momentum by seeker willpower bonus plus resolve plus 3 rating. Let's do that. Return the first use of an assassin ability cost 0 AP. Perfect weapon. The assassin gains little chance to deal plus 5% per attack at maximum more damage on an opening. Let's do that. Welcome to the Palace of the Adapted Administratum, your lordship. Please follow me.
Let us not dawdle.
Continuing in this direction to reach your destination. Your visit has been logged.
I always keep my options open.
Good, we have some goods here. Master of Seals. An ancient-looking woman in a voluminous robe peers at you critically through her ocular lenses when you descend into the bowels of her bureaucratic domain. Another noble bypassing the queue under the pretext of just wanted to ask. All your highborn ever want is just to ask. But what about protocol? That's what I'm asking. Who is going to follow protocol? Jared glances at you and whispers, "What? So I paid off a few clerics to let us skip the queue, Shireen. Your time is more important to me than any little formalities." Interesting. I thought we were entered here without a queue, because we are the rogue trader and we are the ruler of this world. And I know that the rogue trader is practically not how do I put it? The administratum is not beneath the rogue trader, but they are kind of on the same level. Let's just put it that way. Very well, don't just stand there. You're here now. Or do you think the Master of Seals has nothing better to do than receive unexpected visitors? The old woman beckons over a servo school floating nearby. Begin entry. Current hour, current turn, current cycle, 21st millennium. Metal manipulators immediately begin feverish clocking dictation. Okay, let's go go down in this list. I think she won't be happy with some of the questions. Don't you not want to know who am I? Rakan von Valancius, sole heir of the rogue trader Theodora von Valancius, made the throne's radiance guide her path on the other side. In a practice move, the Master of Seals twists her magnifying ocular lens and examines the ledger in front of her. The sole person to publicly assert the claim, to be precise. I see. Abelard Versarian. The old woman directs her gaze over your shoulder. Seneschal and right hand of the now departed Theodora von Valancius, and of her now extant heir. The colorless eyes of the Master of Steel suddenly fix on Cassia, a lady navigator of House Orselio whose name and deeds are unknown to me. She points her finger at the old ledger. It says here that the von Valancius dynasty has owned your house one gold throne for 30 cycles. Here, take this, and I at last will mark the matter closed. Cassia stares in puzzlement at the gleaming coin in her hand. Ah, House Orselio thanks you for your service, Master of Seals. The old woman smacks her lips in satisfaction and nods curtly. Of course, I know who is standing before me. It's my job to know. Joa shifts deliberately, putting her jeweled augmented on display. Does that mean that my reputation has preceded me as well as Tim Damar? No, I haven't received no reports about you. Poor girl. She thought she is someone, but it's not the case. What is this place? The Master of Steel raises her eyebrow in surprise. You are in the very heart of the palace of the Adaptus Administratum. Day and night, hundreds of thousands of prefects, coordinates, scribes, servants, and servitors carry out their duties to humanity and the von Valancius dynasty here, never setting foot outside its boundaries for decades at a time. But knowledge comes through comparison. There are either words belonging to the Administratum, so this palace is but a humble cog in the blessed machine of the Imperium. Tell me about yourself. I am the law. No, I had to say that differently. I am the law. And I oversee order in this section of the Coronos expanse. As well as on words of the von Valancius Protectorate in accordance with ancient covenants made with your ancestors. I hold the power to grant petitioners what they seek and to punish criminals for failing to carry out the Imperium's will. Jay continues the misplay. She is ancient enough herself. Look at her, she's a bona fide living mummy. Tell me about the work of the Adaptus Administratum. The Master of the Seal stood in displeasure. One would think the Protectorate's heir has no care for his tongue if he is so willing to wag it in the point of blistering. However, I despise servants of the Emperor that I am. Do not possess the gift of unallocated time. Let us proceed to the matter of your application. My companion wishes to obtain Mercatum Tabula Officiale. The Master of Seals peers over her ocular lenses and Joa in disbelief. Then she looks at you. I take it you are her sponsor. In that case, you must submit a written application in conformity with the template #04001, as well as a written permission for the processing and authorization of the personal data of your most sacred personage. Without it, I cannot issue Mistress Haydari. Mistress Haydari the form for collecting the seals required to obtain the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, the certificate of an official trade representative. At these words, the saccharine smile drops from her jazzed face. Seals? What seals? We will discuss that when Sakhan von Valancius has prepared the primary documentation. Oberon lets out a stoic sigh and rolls his eyes. We get the feeling that this is not his first personal interaction with the Administratum Bureaucracy, nor is it his second. Okay, let's do the bureaucratic way first. And in the end, we might have to chase down the A38 permit. The perfectly sharpened quill scratches pleasantly on the parchment, but for the first few minutes, the obfuscatory phrasing footness amendments, you are forced to write out some details over and over about your protectorate, Theodora von Valancius, Ja, and also every living person who bears your family name. If you do not know all the required information, you must complete supplementary forms. The Master of Seals nods in approval and stows the scroll in a tube labeled with your name. Next is the consent from the proceedings and notarization of the personal data of your most sacred personage. Okay, let's give our written consent on the present form. The scroll is whipped away in another tube by the Master of Seals. Protocol executed, application received, processed, approved. The servo scribe taps out each word of the dismissless pronouncement. Canon esteem them are what's that you were saying about seals. The old woman unheritedly holds out a printed scroll to Jai. Here is your document, Mistress Haidari. Unfortunately, it does not yet have a legal force. I can certify it as a sacred Mercantum Tabula Officiale once it has received 2 seals of approval. They are easy to obtain. In the Imperium Court, Administratum Servitors has been handling such tasks for over 150 cycles. There is one such servitor here in Targonus in the Rogue Trader's Palace. The second is duty-bound to keep the seals in the Telecos Epsilon system. What? We have to travel to another system? I would, for a servitor, I would understand that if we have to go for like another merchant who have to recommend her or something like that. Why can these seals not be affixed here in the Administratum Palace? According to Amendment 3C/8 implemented by Prefectus Estinia II of Darganus, one of these seals must be kept in the palace of the ruler of the Von Valancius Protectorate, remaining a symbol of the unbreakable link between the Sacred Warrant and the Adeptus Administratum. Okay, I got that. That is okay, but what about the other? The second seal, the ocular lens is perched on her nose, click as she rifles through moldering scrolls with her wrinkled fingers. Is held in the Telecos Epsilon system in accordance with Decree OL 0089/8/ZN. Unfortunately, after a fire 200 cycles ago, all that remains of the original decree is the addendum certified by an unknown adept with the initials AA. No instructions repealing this decree were ever received from Holy Terra, therefore the seal remains where it ought to be. Find administrative services and have them place 2 seals of approval. The goal is clear. The Master of Seal nods with satisfaction. Please do return once you have prepared the documents. Okay. And there are no more stuff in this place. And I wanted to go on the
Rise to the top
legal
or get
way
left in the dust.
because I wanted to not upset her. But who knows, maybe she was hungry for a bribe. Okay, let's get into the palace and find that servitor. I doubt that it would be in our chambers. And I don't know yet if we will go right for the second seal. Well, I think it's, they said it's inside the palace, so let's get inside. Wow, that's a long way to go. Oh, I have an idea where to look for it. There was that little place at the end of the stairs, and there were several servitors there. I don't think these are the servitors we are looking for. Let's check out our chambers. I'm not seeing anything. It looks like a servitor. Maybe it is marked on the map. It is not. Maybe in that room. So let's get out. That's the throne room. Well, you can look around here. But again, I have doubts. So where is that room? Oh, that's the balcony. My bad. And this is... yeah, this is the hidden room. You've got a servitor down there. Then let's talk to the Chancellor. Oh, something is happening. Mistress Heather, my patience is not easily exhausted, but you are coming very close. I shall repeat myself again. No, I will not be issuing you any seal, not in exchange for your honest word, nor for a bribe. Oh, she's got ahead herself. I can see the family resemblance with Abelard now. You cannot see farther than your own nose, my dear Clementia. It wasn't a bribe, it was a gift. Now, about that seal. But Joa, why are you doing this? Let the rogue trader decide. Your Lordship, I apologize for the ugly scene, but might I ask that you rein in Mistress Haydari and put a stop to her inflammatory actions toward me. As the exalted one is my witness, Shireen, I've tried everything I could to spare you any unnecessary headache over the seals for the Mercatum Tabula Officiale. I even showed this aid with a temper worse than a sandstorm, the certificate with your signature. But your Chancellor merely kept batting me away with her flail of baseless denials. I suspect that the reason for this has nothing to do with my humble personage. Clementia purses her lips and glowers at Joya. Oh no, this isn't about me at all. Joya narrows her eyes as she peers into Clementia's face until the latter finally looks away. I see. Well, Chancellor, will you tell us yourself, or should I help you? Whatever is the matter, Mr. Verserain. I am afraid that my words may anger your lordship. Clementia lowers her head in shame as if offering it up to be removed from her shoulders. The seal you are looking for was lost over a quarter of a century ago. Her ladyship Theodora von Bolances ordered a new one to be delivered from the Imperium, but as you well know, we are a long way away from Holy Terra, and with warp storms ravaging the Coronus Expanse, we have been unable to receive a replacement to this day. Now that's getting better and better every time. Wow, we have a seal. Give Clemente the seal with the Winter Square coat of arms. Could this be the seal in question? This is without a doubt the Administratum seal from Winterscale realm. But why is it the original and not a copy? Ah, I think I understand. Well, the laws of the Imperium do not prohibit heirs of the other houses from using the seal in times of need. I will order to have servants of the machine cult caretake duplicates so as to avoid such embarrassing predicaments in the future. There is something I must discuss with the Chancellor in private. Oh, by all means, Shireen, I dare not waste any more of your precious balm, that is, your time, on matters related to me. If I may excuse myself. Okay, and you cannot talk to anything else. I am at your service at any time, day or night, your lordship. Okay, now we have one seal. We just might go and hunt down the second one. But first thing first, let's get back to the ship. So where should we go for the second seal? Telicos Epsilon. Oh, back to there. Okay, that's not that of a detour. We have only one dangerous route. But I see every time something happens, we lose a little bit of all integrity. Let's take Iriad on this one. After all, she lived here for a while. The thing is, I like this estate more than the palace in the capital city. I like the gardens. Let's go to this guy. Maybe he knows where the seal is. Sirius Queen nervously tugs at the hem of his dusty cloak and bows respectfully. Your lordship, the subject of Janus welcome you. What cares have you brought? Yes, that's cares. What cares have brought you to our humble world on this occasion? Let's do a little bit of small talk. How are things on Janus? Beside the Xenos that have settled in our forest and periodically threaten the people, everything is calm, your lordship. We have managed to come to an understanding of sorts, although without concessions on our part, in particular regarding the placement of our new agri complexes. The Emperor, as my witness, Janus will continue to serve the Von Balancius dynasty, but not in precisely the same way as before. I require a seal to certify Arcateum Tabula Officiale. Secretary nods energetically. Of course, it would be an honor to assist the rogue trader. Wait but a few minutes, your lordship, and your humble servant will have your seal ready. Jill's expression is pensive as she twists a lock of her hair on her metal finger. Interesting, Shirin. I assume we would be dealing with servitors, but no. Some places in your domain still have this work being performed by people of flesh and blood. I beg your pardon? What's this about servitors? I have faithfully performed my sacred duties to the Imperium and the Administratum all my life. And guarding the seals is part of that, and after a half a century, not a single seal damaged. I keep them in a special case and I oil the handles every month, as the rules stipulate. Josh, I am merely repeating the words of the Master of Seals on Dargonus. Servitors have replaced an entire category of lowly bureaucrats assigned to the Von Balancius planet. Oh, around 10 years ago now. But after 70 years of service, and not a single directive, not from Holy Terra or from Dargonus. A complete breakdown in communication. What a farce, what an insult against all processes. Scarlet patches blossom on the secretary's pale face, but this is easily remedied. If the administratum requires such a servant, then I will immediately begin preparation for servitorization. The will of the Lex Imperius is supreme. No, don't do that. Gia nervously licks her lips. She clearly did not expect this response to her remark. Attilius, I do not think the Exalted One has any particular desire to see you lobotomized and turned into a mindless collecting gold just because someone somewhere changed the law. interesting. But let's do this. Attilius, there is no need for that. Yes, any servitor can place a seal, but can it do so while granting me a sincere smile or impressing me with its impeccable fineness and attention to detail? I think not, but you can. After lots of perversation, Attilius' hunch figure sags, Of course, you are right. I will continue to serve Janus and the Von Valancius Protectorate as before, and today I will dispatch a request for copies of edicts issued by the Imperium over the last 50 years. Who knows what else we have missed here on Janus? Ja lets out a breath, obviously relieved. That is wonderful, Attilius, just wonderful. Just don't go poking at your eyes with a long needle, at least until you receive a direct order to do so from your precious administratum. Here you are, the secretary proffers the seal certificate with care, and may the Emperor bless your path. I must take my leave. Janus is always honored to receive your lordship. Okay. That went easier than usual. There has to be a catch somewhere. And now we have to just go back, show the paperwork, and that's it. Something has to happen. I do not trust this. Just needs to return. We'll see. We'll see. By the way, I think we have some upgrades for the void ship. We didn't install. Wow! Audacity of Janus torpedo launchers. Wait a minute. This is... I see, okay. Okay, and we have some kind of macro cannons. Didn't we buy something? Five melted torpedoes. Stigispatter macro battery. We have two of them. Visapatter macro battery. No. I don't see anything else. Okay. But we can upgrade the ship. Empyrean Storm. The flagship makes 7 attacks, each of which targets randomly 8 cell range and deals 8 to 14 more damage. Can use once per round. All hands on deck. The flagship's torpedo tubes are loaded with 3 torpedo salvos instead of 1. Premonition. The flagship's augurs scan the area for favorable tactical position. While the flagship is in such a position, its evasion is increased by 35%. We need that. And at the end of the combat, the flagship speed is increased by 2 and its maneuverability is increased by 1. The bonus damage dealt by warship ram. Bureaucracy chant. At the end of each turn, the most damaged sector of the flagship shields restores up to 50% of its strength. It's also very, very good. Let's do the all hands on deck. If I know that correctly, if I understand this correctly, that means when we launch a torpedo, we will have 3 salvos. That's a good upgrade. Let's bring Argenta this time around. Maybe she will spark some other dialogue options. Kraken balances, you have returned. I hope the sacred document I entrusted to you last time has now successfully passed through all the approval procedure. Here is your paper, complete with seals. The ocular lens of the old woman's nose emits a subtle hum as she adjusts the magnification. Yes, oh yes indeed, it's perfect. The seals are authentic, so we may continue with the certification procedure. Follow me, please. I knew it. Oh, this is the line. Something will happen here. Yeah, there is a bed. Some people are in line for months, years, even sometimes for generations. This is your queue and your ticket number is the old woman's ocular lens whom as she zooms in on the paper in her hand. 394. When it is your turn to be seen, the ranking prefect will review your documentation again and sign the official certification for Jaha Eldarit. Possess a Mercatum Tabula Officiale. You will have a bit of weight, but it will be worth in the end, yes? Okay, let's ask. Is this some kind of joke? The Master of Seals peers at you over her ocular lenses. Hardly. In accordance with Decree DA 58 Clause 201, citizens of the capital world of the Ambulances Protectorate must submit their petitions at one of the assigned windows of the waiting hall. The decree makes no mention of rogue trader being exempt from this rule. I'm the rogue trader and sovereign of this world. I do not queue. Under the Lex Imperials, your rights and privileges as a rogue trader come into effect only after your official ascension ceremony. Until then, you are just another humble subject of the Von Valancius Protectorate. Do you really wish to get on my bad side? Let's do this. So there is we filled the paperwork she asked, but we already did everything she asked, and just to wait in queue for her signature. The old woman wrinkles her nose like she has tasted something unpleasant. I suppose I could make an exception, but only because Theodora von Valancius never once overruled the laws of the Imperium or my advice. Here she holds out a new ticket with the number 301. May his blessing be upon you. And she immediately gives us a ticket with a better number on it. Wow. The queue hums with 1,000 of horses. Someone has rolled out the bedding and it's settling down to sleep. Someone is playing some bizarre musical instrument. Many are praying. Several highborn petitioners are debating who is here on the most important business. You have to admit the magnificent administrative machinery of the Imperium isn't without its rough edges. Just my sheepishly eyeing the queue. But what a thrilling adventure this is turning out to be, Shireen. I've never seen anything like it before, and sometimes it's good to take a break from constant traveling, and to give all the hot-blooded newcomers a chance to cover themselves in glory without us on the way. Let's count the people in the queue. The people are constantly moving, coming and going, changing places or simply disappearing from you. On your first attempt, you count 238 petitioners. On your second attempt, you count 244. On your third attempt, the next batch of unlucky souls is ushered into the hall and you lose count. That's yawn. The minutes drag by interruptedly slowly. Somewhere in the queue, a child is howling at the top of its lungs. The palace adepts are sedately moving documents from one pile to another, shuffling papers. Several petitioners have gathered in a huddle and are swapping rumors while someone has laid down for a nap on the nearby bench. Let's wait patiently. Well, I would say I would wait impatiently. In the last 8 hours, the only thing that has changed in the waiting hall is the wardenship. The petitioners in the queue placidly await the blessed hour when their appeal will be heard by the high-ranking servants of the Imperium. The entire queue perks up at a sudden announcement. Number 285, proceed to the available window. And we are... Don't take me, what torturous trial have we let ourselves in for? Jer almost wails in despair, so much precious time lost and we've only moved 3 places ahead. At this rate we'll be old and grey before we get out of this queue, Shireen. Do not forget you are the reason we are here. And that was the will of the Exalted One, Shireen. Gia throws up her arms and lowers her head. And the Exalted One has granted me insight as to how, with a simple wave of your hand and a few wise words, we can ease or others' weight. The simplest way is to make these lowly subjects bow down before the blinding radiance of our thoughtful Shireen. The second option requires a little more patience. I have already found our first victim, the compassionate citizen who is standing 50 paces ahead of us in the queue. Simply offer the right words to unlock his heart and he will gladly swap tickets with you. And also you have the power to solve the problems of some petitioners, removing their need to visit coveted window. After all, is there anything an ordinary citizen could want that is beyond the power of the conqueror of the stars to grant? Okay. I don't see the option when we disclose our rank and just moving ahead. So let's address the tender-hearted man. Jack catches your eye and lays her hand on the shoulder of a weary-looking man. May the Emperor illuminate your path, brother. I am Joy and this is Straken. We've been in the queue so long already, we are practically family now. Won't you tell us what brought you to the Palace of Order? The man thought in surprise. Yes, Light of the Throne, bless you. My name is Menas the Peer. I have been here a month already. I've tried everything I can to get through to that window. Nothing working. My poor Elena, she's my daughter, my flesh and blood. They detained her on Rehab 6. Charged her, can you believe it? The charges were false. That's how our administratum operates. Menas covers his mouth and glances around fearfully. I've said too much, I do apologize. It's my nerves. I just keep thinking about her there on Riabos, shackled down in the mines. My poor Ilana. Delicate as a flower she is. She's got weak lungs, you understand, always coughing. And her now down the mines, all that dust and muck. She won't cope with it, she won't. She was acquainted 2 years ago, but to get the paper certified and the seal, so much time has passed, and now here I am standing, waiting. It doesn't matter. At the rate this queue is moving, it will be 10 cycles or more before our numbers come up. What was your daughter accused of? Falsely accused, she was slandered. They said she deliberately poisoned a whole room of highborn folk with cakes. Have you ever heard the like of it? These nobles didn't even make as far as the privy. Panic, outrage, scandal, and so what? It was their own fault, that's what. A crate of fine Calixan wine was found. And the smugglers were found too. And what did the smugglers do? They framed someone else, and my daughter was charged. Of course, blame the smugglers. Joy, you are not helping. Well, I don't want to... cannot help him in some way. Okay, I don't want to swap places with him. But of course I don't know about the case. Because he's his father, of course he will say her daughter is innocent. I see. Well, good luck to you and your daughter. Thank you, and may the Emperor aid you in your petition as well. I doubt the Exalted One will be much help to us if we are going to change tack like that without warning, Shireen. We're not going to get any ticket now, at least not using these methods. I can sniff out an easy mark a mile away, and this hall there's only one. I don't care, there is a chance that she might be, or he might be right. What? Her number had came up. What's happening? Another 8 planetary hours go by. The queue has hardly moved. The adept in the next window was dealing with the rebelling machine spirit in his cogitator, so the petitioners from that queue were diverted to the middle of yours. Shireen, you're a saint. Have I told you that before? You must be, because I don't see any other reason why you wouldn't show such fervent but senseless patience. Can't we hurry things along? Sister Argenta, for instance, Jail's voice becomes noticeably warmer. She could engage the people in a prayer or tell a story about some saint or other in exchange for their queue tickets. You need to move forward faster, use your tricks. I don't like when the text is so ambiguous, because I can support her idea of using Argenta for a bit of diversion and maybe some, or she can bless people for their tickets. That's okay, but this use your tricks. No, just use this one. I think we are getting into the heap of trouble, but I don't want to wait here anymore. We need to move forward faster. Use your tricks. I would prefer to call it my wisdom learned through my many years of experience, but I don't care about the precise wording just now. How do you wish to proceed, Shireen? Great. Sister Argent, I believe these people have been gripped by despondency. A sermon from one of his daughters could restore them their determination. You were thinking about it as well? Argent's gaze is as clear as the midday sky. Words of faith can heal any wound, even those that bleed no but doubt. I will help these people. Come closer, brothers and sisters, for I am about to tell you about the true faith and humility in the face of adversity. One day they appeared to Saint Justina. 2 more hours. As they say on Ifrit, there is no star more coveted than which points to the Exalted One. Jia cast a sidelong glance at the Sister of Battle as the altar holds out several number tickets to you. These were given to me in thanks by the poor souls who decided to abandon their vigil in this place of the law and return to their holy worldly matters. We move forward considerably in the queue, Shireen, but you aren't ready to stop there, are you? We shall solve the problems of the common people. A wise decision, Shireen. Court readers always say if you can solve a problem with hard cash, then that's just the cost of doing business. Joe gives you a conspirator wink and backs away slightly. Oh, Exalted One, could you today be my lucky day? No longer will I have to stand in this hall waiting day and night for my turn to come, for this kind Lord of Hosts from Valancius is a benefactor of the downtrodden, and he has solved my problem. Esteemed Lord, take pity on this poor youth as well. I give you everything I have, I swear before the Emperor. Only help me solve my problem. You do not need everything, poor wretch, only your place in the queue. Let's listen to the young man. The young man in worn work overalls comports himself with unusual grace for a commoner. My lord, I have been in this queue for 2,000 moons already, trying to get a permission slip to wed my fiancée Zazie. Unfortunately, the servants of the administrator refused to grant it without the signature of a high-worth sponsor. Strange petitioner. Out of my way, elbowing aside onlookers left and right, a richly dressed lady with a beauty mark augment above her lip charges towards you. Esteemed lord, my eighth offspring has lost... my eighth... Okay. So, okay. I have hard times, but it's the eighth offspring. Has lost his mind. He has decided to renounce his family, his noble title and his talent as a healer, all for the sake of some tattered weight from the middle levels. A union with a commoner will put an end to his studies at the university, but should Dargonus and the Officio Medica be deprived of a capable surgeon because of a passing fancy? Zazie is a healer too, and she helps the people of the Hive a great deal more than any lily-white surgeon with a diploma. I do not want to live a life of idleness in the spires of Dargonus like you, not when I know there are thousands of unfortunate people in the lower levels who need my help. Which one to choose? I don't want to choose that. I don't think if she's a commoner and she becomes a lady of the court overnight, that wouldn't do any good as well. You wish to study alongside your beloved? Very well. I hereby grant you ownership of the Dargonus University of Medica. You may admit anyone you like. The young man blinks in astonishment. What? Yes, of course. That is just what I do. Thank you for your generosity, my lord. This is a miracle. A very costly miracle. But this guy is more of a doctor, so he wants to help people, and if he leads the university, it's better. You have an interesting way of doing business, Shireen. I keep that in mind. Jill's shrewd eyes are alight with interest as she watches the young petitioner leave. After allowing you a brief pause, Agamuf approaches you. The old man, toothless mouth, breathes out a putrefying cloud of air as he speaks only 3 words. Death or life. Joe peers over the man's shoulder to read his cramped form. You are here to request mortification so that your organs go to your granddaughter as an inheritance. She will hardly want your worn-out body parts all time. The ragman shakes his head and covers his face with his wrinkled hands. Servitor, this proposal. Only now you notice the tattoo on his right hand, a symbol of the Adeptus Administratum and several interlocking chains. It seems this old fellow is the property of a prefect of this palace. Gia looks at the man's form again and rears back in horror. The granddaughter of this poor wretch was turned into a servitor 16 Darganus years ago. And after a recent accident she was listed for disposal. And now this old man is volunteering to be spare parts for a soulless tin can. May the Exalted One keep me from such a fate. Yeah, I don't think your sacrifice will nothing to a servitor, you do realize that. No? He will insist. You don't have to die, old man. If she has been taken out of service, then the time has come to release her. The man covers his face with his hands and shakes with soundless sobs. Past time. Wow, we have 4 more to go. Alright, but it's interesting as gameplay goes. Interesting. So that is how the ruler of the worlds and all the stars in the sky act when he finds an unfortunate on the edge of his magnificent orbit. Jay nods pensively and beckons the next petitioner forward. Mature one in a finely made but threadable dress greets you. I hear you were helping those in need. Well, my family is devastated. My life's work, oh, my shop selling rare hats, burned to ashes. I am living out of my last years as a widow, alone in a cold, deserted manor, without servants, diversions, or delicacies befitting my status. The woman falls silent, her brow raised in acceptance of your response. I suppose you must remarry then. I don't want to lose any more profit factors, to be honest. I suppose you must remarry then. I shall have my people select the best spouse for you. No. Why ever would you? No more husbands or wives. I am too old for all of that. All I want is to enjoy the last years of my life. Okay, we are filthy rich. This should suffice to cover your expenses. But wow, I suppose it will for a while. Okay, now we won't be any more generous. This is cost a lot, and Jai's great helmet is costing a lot. Well, that was amusing. I paid off the last few onlookers who were willing to give up their place. It's a pity they aren't all so amenable. Joy inspects the tickets she now holds and nods with satisfaction. We move forward considerably in the queue, Shirin, but you aren't ready to stop there, aren't you? I want to consider everything again. Of course, Shirin, our number in the queue is Joy checks the ticket. Oh, Exalted One, I wish I hadn't looked. We are definitely not going anywhere soon, Shirin. We need to make a decision. Let's wait for a little longer. The home of activity returns to the queue. Petitioners exchange glances, clutching their paperwork. After a few seconds, you realize that the number being called out by the servo school for the third time is in the one on your ticket. Finally. O exalted one, thank you for granting the rogue trader his sacred warrant and all its privilege. If we had to wait a minute longer, having my witness, I would have shot someone. Well, that went faster than I expected. We had a little bit of wait, of course, but at times it was actually fun. J.S. smiles weirdly. One last still, one more certification. You will be looking at our official trader representative, J. Haidari. What are you waiting for, Shireen? Let's go. We have another couple of hours with the certification officer to get through. The certification officer leans over the document, his smooth-shaved head gleaming. His augmented ocular eyes wear as the lenses zoom in and out. With quiet scratching sounds, the cogita wheels that serve in place of the officer's fingers make notes on a fine sheet of paper. The document is hereby certified, says the rasping voice through the metal jaw with its integrated locks. Return to the Master of Seals in order to proceed, and may his light and wisdom guard you. Next. Okay, and if the Master of Seals sends us elsewhere, then we're gonna shoot someone. The Temple of Law and Order greets you, Trakan von Balancius. You have returned with administrative paperwork, I presume. Here are all of the seals placed by a certification officer. Wonderful. The Emperor bless you with patience greater than that afforded in ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents for the final time. The old woman holds the documents close so that they are almost touching her nose. Her mechanical ocular lens is clicking incessantly. Yes, yes. Confirmed everything is in order. And this one, the seal is smudged slightly. Jaya smiles above her face, revealing her true emotion. Voice scorpion scratch out my eye. Now what? I suppose I can overlook it given that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, J. Haidari. You are now the holder of a Mercantum Tabula Officiale. Do not forget to repeat the certification process every 100 Terran cycles. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the words of the Coronus Expanse. And one more thing. Loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression, Mr. Haidari. Lose the original document and you will be unable to regain your status as an official trader representative. Not even with the rogue trader's endorsement. Yes, esteemed Damar, give me the certificate already, come on. Jace eyes dart over the Mercatum Tabula Officiale and shine with delight. Praise the exalted one who saw me through all these trials, Shireen. This is something to tell the grandchildren about how a humble mortal became a trader representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the Damar any longer, Shireen. Why don't we discuss our next step on the ship?
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, let's get back to the ship and talk to Jaya, because I hope we can gain some profit from it. Okay, let's talk to her.
Shireen, light of my eyes, giver of boons and savior of the needy. From now on, two sons will grace the firmament of the Fon Valancius Protectorate. One bright and powerful, like the rogue trader himself, and the other slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all around delight, Jai Hidari. As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen. Just give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonis to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people, O master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen, from the bottom of my humble heart.
You are welcome, Joe. It's what friends are for.
A rogue trader cannot have friends, Shireen. Only servants for whom the word of their master is supreme law. And partners to whom the favor of the warrant bearer is the highest reward for their mutual efforts. Why are you looking at me like that? How many friends does the soul that shines down upon Holy Terra have?
Jay raises an eyebrow in genuine surprise. It takes her a few seconds to come up with a reply, and when she does speak, she lowers her eye. Yeah, we just friend-zoned her.
You are welcome to call our relations whatever you like, Shireen. After all, words mean little. But you have taken good care of me, and so I would like to take good care of you. And go slightly beyond the strict terms of our agreement. Here, I brought a small gift as a token of gratitude, and may the Exalted One keep watching over the paths that you tread. Oh, I have no doubt you will.
What else? What does that cape do? When the bearer ends their turn, they remove burning, bleeding, and toxin negative effects from themselves and all adjacent allies. The bearer gains... Not bad! Oh! Already have something. Let's give it to her. Okay guys, now after this bureaucracy run, I think we can end the episode here, and in the next one we will go and try to find the leaders of the Dark Eldar to challenge us to a duel, basically. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, leave a like on the video, comment down below and subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Bye!